Hello, everyone. It's nice to be on Facebook today. I haven't done a Facebook Live in a long time, and I haven't done one from my car in a very long time. But I just got home from doing therapy and things all day, and I wanted to come on and talk about a couple of things that have been coming up this week and invite you to a new telecall series that I have coming up. It'll be the first time that I'm doing a full series. Usually I do one call and I'm done. This one I've spread out and we're doing 3 calls. But the name of the telecall is Valuing You. And so I wanted to come on and give a little bit of the invitation of what this is in my world and why am I even talking about it and what's coming up. So one of the things that came up today working with some clients is this idea of people pleasing and the idea of like, where do you fit in a relationship and how are you included, and working with people who are sometimes difficult, like how do you manage that and not give up what you believe while working with difficult people. So all these different areas, and to me all of these things are really about the value of you and what you find valuable in your life. So the thing that I came to with people pleasing today, which I thought was kind of clever and also sounds like an innuendo and isn't really, but the thing about people pleasing is that when you do people pleasing, other people are always pleased, but you're never pleasured. And it's this place where you start to rely on other people as a way to measure your value. So if you make someone else feel good, then you can feel good about yourself. Or if you help them get to where they'd like to go in life, then maybe you're then allowed to get somewhere in your life. And this isn't just about making people feel good. Like there's people who really do just value making people's lives better. And then there's getting to the point where the only way that you can live is by pleasing another person or by helping another person get somewhere. So the question that I've been posing to people is, are you a priority to you? Like, are you a priority in your life? And I was working with a client today, breakthrough moment. It was amazing. But he started to look at like where in relationships he would put all of these needs of his partner first, and then never really looked at where he was on the priority list. So at the top would be all of his partner's needs, and the bottom would be all of his needs. And never did it occur to him of either mixing it around or flipping it over where he's priority and the other person is, second, or really what I invited him to, and I would love to invite all of you to, is knowing what your value is, knowing that you're a priority, and then how in the moment to know what to choose, where to go, what you'd like to have in a way that's honoring of you, but also honoring of the other person. And that to me is one of the coolest things that you can do, is when you start to create and start to have the life that you want, and like have the joy, have the fun, have the play, taking the vacation, taking the trips, giving people gifts, like whatever it is for you, but doing all of those things in a way that also invites these other people to want to have it also, or to be more of them, or to get a sense that there's something different available in the world than whatever the problem is that they're creating. So if this sounds like something that would be interesting to you, I'm doing the 3-part call starting this Saturday, December 18th. We'll do the 18th, the 22nd, and the 27th. So we'll do it leading into the holidays and then coming out on the other side just before New Year's, and then going into 2022 with maybe, hopefully, if you choose it, a different outlook of what your life can be like in the next year from this place of actually having a value of you and having you included in your life. And I've been talking about it probably for like 2 years now, if I went back and pulled some things, but this idea of actually including you in your life, all of us, I say that very declaratively apparently, but I shouldn't say all of us, because only you know what is true for you. But most people, myself included, would often look towards what would help other people. Especially me being a therapist, I was always looking at how to give my client the result, how to give them the right answer, how to give them the best practice, how to give them the best tools, how to whatever. But I never actually looked at including me in the conversations and being willing to use my own life without disclosing what's going on for me, but using my life as an example. Like, actually looking at my life going, okay, well, when I've been anxious, what's worked? What are some tools that I used? And then giving this person tools. Or when I have relationship problems, well, how did I handle them? How did that show up? So all these different pieces of this, all that I'd love to invite you guys to and include in this call series. And if you want a little different taste on some of the pieces of what I know about valuing you or how it works, I will put in the comments below. For those of you who watched the video this far, I will put in the comments. I have done 2 different podcasts. I did one on my personal podcast, the Come Alive podcast, and then I was also a guest on the Dance to Oneness podcast with Amy Shine, and she and I had this really freaking cool conversation about how to get to the space of valuing you and what it actually looks like. And what things are required to get there. So I will put both of those in the comments below, and I'll add the link to the call series for those of you interested. It will be above and below this video here on Facebook, or if you're seeing this somewhere else, the link will be there. I'll make sure that you get all the information. So, what if today you started to actually have a look at this question of, are you a priority to you? And having a look and getting present with yourself of, where do you fit in your life? Where do you fit in your choices? Where do you fit in what you're creating in the world? And are you actually included in it? And again, I'm going to say the phrase because I think it's a cool phrase. But the thing about people pleasing is you leave everyone else pleased and you never get pleasured. So what if your life could have a little more pleasure? So I hope to see some of you on Saturday. And otherwise, hopefully this was a contribution to those of you who choose to watch it. And if you have any questions, let me know. Bye-bye.